A really common question that I hear in the clinic is, how long will it take me to reach my goal weight? And the answer to that is really individualized because it really lies in our consistency and our persistence towards that goal over time. It's in how quickly can we set up our systems to support these healthy habits? Can we alter our food environment to make it the easiest choice? Well, I have a lot of confidence that we can all reduce our calories in the short term. The real success lies in maintaining our goal weight once we get there. And so that's why we're doing a slow transition and getting away from that black or white mentality by kind of transitioning through that gray area of what is a better choice? It doesn't need to be the best thing. And how do I create a system that actually helps me make that the easiest possible decision? So that way we can maintain our weight long term. Now, there's a tool that you're going to see here called the NIH Body Weight Planner, and it's a free online tool that can track how likely we are to lose weight over time based on the amount of calories that we're eating. And while this can predict our rate of weight loss, by no means is this something that we can be held accountable to. This isn't something where I'm going to look at this trend and say this is exactly where I should be, because we're not aiming for perfection, nor is that even reasonable. So let's take a quick look at that tool together, and then you can play with it on your own. All right, so we're here on the NIH Body Weight Planner, and one of the first things that we can do is we can type in a weight, and I'm going to say, for example, maybe we are, 175 pounds, and most of us are female in the program, and our ages really do range. Let's say that we're 65. Let's say that we're a little bit older and that our height is around 5'4". We're not going to touch that physical activity level. And we're going to look at, I'm going to switch it to expert mode. If you see the button there in the middle, switch to expert mode, we're going to click that. And we're going to look at first, how many calories, let me just scroll so you can see it. How many calories are we eating right now to maintain our weight? So it's estimating that we're eating around 2,100 calories a day to maintain our current weight at 175. And one of the most important things to know is that those ranges really are estimates, and some of us can be 300 to 500 calories different from that estimated range. So it really is just an estimate. And it's why we really don't focus on calorie counting, because we're looking at where we are in the program and then how do we nudge ourselves just in a better direction. I feel like that's a much easier approach to take. But say we want to get down to, 150 as our initial goal. Well, in 6 months, over 180 days, we would have to eat close to 1,400 calories a day pretty consistently to reach that weight. And so, what I find and what I found in the program is that when we go under 1,500 calories per day as an average, that's where people start to battle hunger. And so, it means that maybe our initial goal should be closer to 155, where we're at that around 1,500 calorie mark. And do we need to start out there? No, absolutely not. But I think it's really reasonable to start to look at our trajectory in terms of wanting to get there and maintain it, and that meaning that this might be a little bit longer of a journey than we anticipated. But if we can do this once, set up the systems, make these habits, and then stay there and maintain it rather than yo-yoing back to where we were, I think that little bit longer of a trajectory is so reasonable, especially if we think about like the rest of our lives. If we just have the systems and the habits that are set up now, at some point, this is going to be something that we can kind of set and forget. But if we're looking for a short-term fix, it's often very hard to change habits in such a short amount of time. And some people will do this. And some people will achieve much faster weight loss. But I think it's worth going on and playing around with these numbers so that way we have a more realistic estimate of what to expect in terms of when we can potentially reach our weight goal. All right.